All right, so to start, I'm going to discuss about the three distinct prompt engineering techniques I frequently use to optimize model performance. First, let me go ahead and do this here. Yeah, so first is chain of thought prompting. This technique involves instructing the model to think step by step or explicitly outline its reasoning before generating a final answer. Like, I use this for complex logic reasoning, like math problems or code debugging. And it really effectively like reduces like hallucinations by forcing the model to validate its own logic. And then second is few shot prompting. This is where I provide the model with a few concrete examples of inputs and like their corresponding desired outputs within the prompt itself. And so like I use this when strict adherence to like a specific output format, like a JSON structure, right, is required. Like, or when I need like the model to mimic a very specific writing style that is like a simple instruction cannot capture. And third is role prompting or persona. And so like this involves like assigning a specific identity to the model, such as like act as a senior project manager or senior Python developer, right? And so I use this like to ground the model's responses in like in a specific domain, like ensuring it like prioritizes like technical jargon, right, or like professional tone over over generic conversational language, right? And so I'd say like moving on to let's see here. Yeah, like moving on to like to security, which is like which is critical to understand like prompt injection. Prompt injection to define prompt injection is like is it's a vulnerability. Um, it's vulnerability where a malicious user inputs like text designed to override or like manipulate, right, the system's like original instructions. And so yeah, like essentially like the attacker like tricks the large language model into like ignoring its safety guardrails, right? And so like the risks are severe in the sense that they range from how do I say, data exfiltration, like where the model might be tricked into like leaking sensitive internal data, to like malicious content generation where the model is forced to produce like hate speech or like biased content. And how to mitigate it? To defend against this, I rely on like, or I'd say one should like rely on clear delimiters, like using the characters like triple hashes or XML tags to like strictly separate system instructions like from user input. We can also implement like input sanitization, where we're never blindly trusting user input and validating it before it ever reaches the model context. Um, yeah, see what else here. Fine tuning, context of star. Um, to differentiate between like fine tuning and like in context learning. In context learning is like simply like 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 simply prompting. Like we provide like instructions and examples in the context window, right? And so like the model's weights are frozen, and so it does not like permanently like learn anything new, right? And so like this is like best for rapid prototyping, or when you have limited data, right? And so fine tuning like involves like retraining a pre-trained model on like like a smaller task specific data set to like update its weights and biases. And so like this is best when you have a large, high quality, I'd say, data set and require like maximum performance on a narrow task, right, and or like you need to like reduce latency by like shortening prompts. um and so yeah, see, did I miss anything? Yeah, I guess that's it.